Welcome to the sixth and final session of our Stand resource. It's been great to go on this journey with you guys, and I hope you've really found it useful and have understood a bit more of God's heart for justice and for this world, and just how much He loves people, loves you, loves your friends, but loves the poorest people in the world in just the same way. Today we're going to look at how we don't give up. We want to look at perseverance. You see, these last 5 sessions have been this group of things all around one purpose. But what we want to say now is don't stop here. Don't give up. We run a race of perseverance. Hebrews 12 says, run the race marked out for you. Run it with perseverance. That's what this Christian life is all about. It's not that we run for 100 meters as quickly as we can and then stop. It's that we keep on plodding, so that we keep going for the rest of our lives. And that's what we want to challenge you with today. A couple of years ago, I ran the London Marathon. You wouldn't know it from looking at me right now, but I was in pretty decent shape. And I somehow managed to complete the 26-mile course, and it was one of the most amazing achievements of my whole life, alongside being one of the most painful moments of my whole life. The last sort of 4 kilometers, I literally just wanted to sit down and throw up and sleep and eat and not move ever again. It was this incredibly tough challenge. And anyone of you who's run any distance will know just the sheer agony of what you go through to push yourself to get there. But what I realized was my marathon wasn't made up of just that one day. It was made up of the many, many days through the whole of the winter beforehand. The cold morning runs and the long weekend runs. It was made up of me building up my stamina. It was made up of the 3-milers and the 17-milers. But it was also made up of me doing it with a mate. You see, I wouldn't have been able to do anything like the distance I ran without my friend who encouraged me and pushed me along and persevered with me. The two of us together, it allowed us to go further. So they reckon, there are some stats on it, they reckon you will run 30% further or train 30% harder if you're training with people. And I can definitely attest to that being true. My midweek runs, it was just me on my own, 5 miles or 8 miles or 10 miles, incredibly slow, incredibly boring. Weekend runs, long ones with my mate Rob, so much easier. And that's the first thing we want to say. In this race of perseverance, in this life of faith, as you live out pursuing justice in whatever area it is that God has broken your heart for, don't do it on your own. Find some people to get alongside. Find some people who can spur you on and encourage you and challenge you, who can pick you up when you stumble, who can push you along when you're finding things hard. And you can do the same for them. Don't do it on your own. The second thing we want to say is have some goals. You see, the reason I did all of those months of running was for that one day. The race day was important because it gave me a target. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to see happen in this world? Is it that you want to help people who have HIV and AIDS? Is it that you want to start to see the eradication of global poverty? Is it that you want to see people with sanitation and running water in their homes? Is it that you want to see those trapped in slavery set free? Start to set yourself some goals. What can you do in the next month? What can you do in the next year? What can you do with your whole life that will start to pursue justice, that will chase after justice, like it's that race day goal? Run this race marked out for you with perseverance. Keep going. There's a whole load of stuff you can do to help you do that. Go and check out our friends at Rhythms. They have a whole load of things, a whole load of resources that you can do to build rhythms of justice into your everyday. Pick up some more of the Soul Action resources. Check out our website. Continue to do some of the things that you've learned along this journey. Maybe don't buy from the shops that you stopped buying from. Don't go back there. Maybe you built a rhythm of prayer into your life to pray for people trapped in slavery. Continue with that. Don't give up here. Don't let this be the end of it. But continue onwards as you grow in your relationship with Jesus, as you understand more of his heart for the world, for the downtrodden, for the forgotten, as you become more of the person that he's calling you to be. Continue on this journey of pursuing justice in every aspect of your life. Keep going, keep going, keep going. And so we've had just 6 short sessions where we looked at prayer and at generosity and fundraising and giving your money away. We looked at challenging authority and telling our mates. We looked at how worship and justice go hand in hand. And this 6th session looking at how we continue to go from here. Just 6 short sessions. Look back on where we've come from and where you are now. Look back at the things you've learned. Reflect on them. Take time with them. Don't let go of them. Don't unlearn them. But this isn't the end of the journey. This is just the start for so many of us. Don't let this stuff fall away. Don't let it fall to the ground. Hold on to it tightly. Keep going with it. And let this journey be one that lasts a lifetime.